In this tutorial, you will learn the ins and outs of using the custom NPC device to make your very own, well, custom NPCs with no verse at all. This video will go over all the settings, how to use Patrol Pass, making GTA-style pedestrian NPCs, and finally rigging up your own custom skeletal mesh through IK rigs to make your very own custom NPC. So let's get to it. Alright, to get started with making custom NPCs, all we need to do is go into our content drawer, go into Fortnite, search up NPC Spawner, and here it is. Drag this out. This is the device you want to use to make any custom NPC you want. Now, as I said before, this video is not going to get into how to make reverse behavior and all that. This is just the simple basics that should get you by. So let's get started. So inside of this device, if you've ever used the guard spawner, it's kind of similar to that, where this is the spawn count. This is how many can be activated at the same time. Just FYI, you can only have a maximum of 30 guards or NPCs, etc. at the same time. So basically, spawn through walls is when, let's say if you have down here spawn radius, you can make it bigger. So since the big circle got bigger and smaller, you can change the size of it. Spawn through walls make it so you can spawn through walls. So let's say if there was a wall here. Oh no, there's a wall here. This NPC, when he spawns in, if you look where he's at, there's like a radius. Anywhere that's being like shadowed by this walls, anywhere like in that big section of like, it kind of goes like out like that, like a big like triangle, the NPC won't be able to spawn if you have spawn through walls off, but it's on, so be able to spawn behind there. Just keep that in mind. Now the NPC behavior script is more verse and NPC character definition, and we'll go over that in a second. You can have infinite to spawn, so if you want an infinite NPCs to spawn like always, you can do that, or you can set a total spawn limit, which is the total spawn limit of the device can spawn. So you can set this like maybe you can set that to 1. In functions, you can reset total spawn count. So let's say if you have a total spawn limit of 1, only 1 be active at the same time. And then let's say if you kill them, what you can do is you can then reset that count when the NPC is like dead. So another one will spawn after. Or you could have it so it's like total spawn limit is 20, and then you can have spawn count is 3, and you have like a total limit of 15. So there'll be 3 things that will spawn at the same time, but once you kill 15, none more will spawn until you reset it on this function. Now spawn on timer is just, you can turn this off and then you can use the spawn thing down here, or you can turn it on and then from game start, this is how long it'll take for them to spawn, and then also time in between spawns. So if you have this at 5 minutes, after 5 minutes from game start, the first one will spawn, and then 5 minutes later, the next one will spawn, etc. Or you can have this at 0 and then all spawn immediately. Show spawn radius just lets you see the radius. It's you know, it's useful, but it can get in the way sometimes, so you can turn that off if you want. And then despawn AIs when disabled. So when you use the disabled thing, you want to kill your AI when you do that, or you want them to persist and then stay alive after you disable the device. You know, it's up to you. Alright, so now let's get on to some of the more advanced things we can do with this. This is just the basic settings, but to make this device actually work, what we're going to need is an NPC character definition. So what is an NPC character definition? You're probably wondering. Well, it's basically a thing that tells the device what an NPC, what it does, what it looks like, etc. So what we can do is we just go into here and we can create a new asset called an NPC character definition. Click on it and we'll call this, I'm going to make Tomato Head. As you can see, it is called Tomato Head, and our NPC character definition is called that. So we click on it. Here it is. This is our character definition. I might do this so you can see it better. Okay, now our type is important because you can make a custom one, which is more for verse. You have to put in like your own behavior and everything that you make yourself. Or you can make a guard, or you can make wildlife, which is like a wildlife, like a wolf or a boar or something, or a custom wildlife you want to make. These will inherit the default guard and wildlife stuff that's already in Fortnite, and custom you can make your own like AI basically. Again, to keep it simple, we're going to use these two. I'm just going to go with guard for now. Anyways, in guard, in the behavior, if you click on those settings down here, we'll just keep on default for now. You can change all these settings. Now, if you ever use the guard device, these are the settings you will find in the guard device that you can change in here. So you can make their accuracy different. You can make, if they want to use zip lines, can they revive teammates? Can they be down but not out? Enable leash basically means how far they can go from the device, and least distance is how far. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Now, this is important. NPC character modifiers are important. So there's many different modifiers. I'm just going to delete these all because I want to show you every single one. If you click this little button, it'll add a little index to our array of modifiers. And in here, as you can see, we have a bunch of options. Now, I'm just going to place this down. I'm just going to get every single one so I can show you each. And here they all are. These are every single modifier you can use. So first up, awareness. So you know when a guard spots you and they do like the Metal Gear Solid like exclamation point? That's what this is. So they have like they can sense you and they like will search around for you and stuff like that. You can turn this on or off if you want. And team awareness propagation means if they spot you and they go aggro mode, do they propagate that to the other guard? Do the other guards know that you're, you know, sneaking around? Next up is effects modifier. And what we can do here is you can actually add your own death effects. So what you can do is you can add your own Niagara effect. So maybe they explode or they turn into like bubbles or something. And you can add your own sound effect too. You can also add your own spawn effect too, which is the exact same thing with like, you know, Niagara effect and the sound effect. Now, if you want the default like effects to play, you can just delete this and it'll have like, you know, the Fortnite like blue cubes where they like, you know, disintegrate or whatever. Or you can leave this on with none if you want no effects at all. I'm gonna delete this for now because then I can use the default Fortnite sounds. Next up, we got the cosmetic modifier. In the cosmetic modifier, what you can do is, you can probably tell, you can change your character's look. And this is what we're going to be using later to make a custom NPC, but we're not going over that just yet, okay? Recently, they actually added over 800 new styles to this device. So the skin you might want is there, because it's not all the skins. So some skins are missing, like most notably my skin. Look at this. Oh my god. Why haven't they added them? Anyways, we want Tomato Head, so we're going to grab Tomato Head. So now Tomato Head is our Fortnite character, and as you can see, our device now has Tomato Head in it. Now next up, sight and hearing is for our guard perception. Now you can override this, but you need some AI configs and stuff like that. I don't know how to do it. So I wouldn't recommend overriding this. So if you just delete it, you know, keep the same. Next, in the health modifier, you can change the health and shield of your AI. So starting health can be like, I don't know, 500, and then max health can be like, oh, whatever that is, or however you like it. Doesn't really matter. Loot in your inventory modifier, what you can do with this is that you can set it to kind of drop loot. So whatever is in its inventory, does it drop it? And also in here, if you like make more, you can also change you know, the items that it has. So I might give Tomato Head pizza. Can I give him pizza? I can give him some pizza. I don't know. A gun, I guess. I'll give him a combat shotgun. I'll give him an assault rifle. There you go. So yeah, this is his crazy inventory. And if I turn this on, when he dies, he'll drop all of this. Navigation modifier. I know this will make a nav mesh. Now, if you don't know what a nav mesh is, it basically is how the AI knows where it is and what it can do. If there's a wall in front of it, or if it's like that. And this lets it, this is just an option to how far the navigation mesh like spawns, etc. You know, if you don't want to get into it, it's fine. But you can increase this, decrease it. So we're just going to leave that. We're just going to delete it so we don't have to use it. Path patrol modifier. Basically, you can change path patrols. Now, this goes into another device that we might want. So let me just get into this very nice and quickly. Go back into the front drawer, search of patrol, and you should find yourself an AI path patrol node. And basically what this is an AI patrol path. I'll just close that for now. And what you can do with this device is you can make your AIs walk upon paths that are predestined. So this is patrol path group 1. You can have up to 100 and enable the game start, enable or disable it. I'm gonna have it enabled. If you make another device, you now have a little patrol, like, you know, path. So this is patrol path 1 now, and there's 2 nodes for patrol path 1. Now the thing is, to make another patrol path, you can't just copy it and make it 2. Let's say if I did that, it ruins it. So what you need to do is you need to make a complete new device. So you want to go back into your front drawer and drag out another one. That'll make a completely separate one, and then you can then make that. Now in the second one, what you want to do, what you can do with this is that a patrol path group, you can make multiple paths in the same group. So this would be path 1. This is like another path. That's path 1. Does that make sense? Since this patrol craft group is group 1, basically what this will do on the change patrol path timer, when the timer ends, it will randomly pick another path that's on the group 1, if that makes sense. I'm gonna use 2 for now. Let's say there's another one. We can have as many of these as we like, and the AI would randomly pick one of these paths to go on, if that makes sense, every 8 seconds or so. You can also make it either on a timer or on spawn. I forgot to say that. So either when they spawn, they'll pick a random one, or on a timer, which is this timer right here, and that's when they'll pick a new one. So basically now every 8 seconds, the tomato AI will go from this one, go up and down for however long, 8 seconds, and then it will go over here, and then it'll do it again for 8 seconds, and then after 8 seconds it'll probably go back to here, and then I'll continue to do it for 8 seconds. So that's basically patrol paths, and you can also make, you know, up to 100 and the whole whatever, but it's basically just a simple explanation of it. But we're just gonna do the rest here. Team modifier basically lets you change the team, so you can change the team index of the guard or NPC. Usually if you're in a cooperative game, team 1 will be the players, so if you make a team 1, it'll be friendly to players, but if you make a team 2, you might want to kill players. Or if there's multiplayer and there's multiple teams, team 2 will be friendly on team 2, blah blah blah, you get me? Or you can make it neutral, which means it doesn't attack any players until a player attacks it, and then it will get angry at the player. And then wildlife and creatures is just wildlife and creatures, so they have their own team, so there'll be like wildlife like wolves and like zombies. Those are wildlife and creatures, so I'll be part of that team. And then finally is UI modifier, which basically lets you show the health bar, so you can see the active health of the NPC, and you can also change the display name. So you can, let's say it's Tomato Head, so we'll call him Tomato Head. And then show nameplate can be to everybody. Hostiles are always. You maybe just do always. Show arrow can be never. Show icon on the minimap never. Or you can turn that on and it'll show a little dot on the minimap showing you where the AI is. Doesn't really matter. That'll just show a little like name of the NPC and stuff like that. Now that's everything you really need to know about the character definition. Now what we're going on to next is we're going to go into more individual custom NPCs. All right. So instead of using this Tomato Head character definition, we're going to make a new one. Okay. So in this, we're just going to call it. We're just gonna make a guard. We're gonna make some really basic character stuff. So we'll get rid of this. I know all we need is just normal health, normal list, that, and we're gonna make this as a base. Okay, this is our base NPC. Now what we do is, as you can see, it's already in this. Now inside of an NPC device, let's make 2 so you can understand. What you can do is from this base character definition, you can also add additional NPC character modifiers per device. So if you click on this, you can actually add the same things you would have seen over there, but you can actually have overrides for the other one. So let's say I don't want to look like this. I want a new cosmetic. So we can add a cosmetic modifier, and this would be like the skin, I guess. I don't know. And then we can also add everything else. So we can have another index, and then add an inventory. Also change this team and everything. You can override the character default, like, you know, like definition, and make your own NPCs inside of the device. Now, another thing people might not know, and credit to Cleverlight for showing everybody this, but what you can do is if you add another patrol path to our thing, and this thing we'll change it to group 2, and then we'll make a little patrol path here. All you can do with this is you can add your own little NPCs that walk around and do their own thing. Now in this NPC, I'm just gonna, I don't know, we'll just add a default this person, then we'll add in a inventory modifier, and this is important. In the inventory modifier, you want to make sure there's no items, so we'll just not add anything. Then we will add a health modifier, which will then have it as is vulnerable to off, so it's infinite HP. And then we'll add the last one, which will be the patrol path modifier, which will be for patrol path 2, which will walk around this path. We'll just add it to the path. And now if we just, save, blah blah blah, it'll now work. Now, as you can see, we have a few NPCs that now just wander with no weapons or anything, and you can also kill them either. So they're more like passive NPCs, like walk around like a city or something, like something you've seen like GTA or something like that, like a pedestrian. So that's how you make that. All right, last thing we're doing in this video is we're gonna make a custom NPC with a custom model that we're gonna retarget onto the regular Fortnite guard. Now to do this, you're gonna need a custom mesh. Now best case scenario, you want like a humanoid with fingers and like legs and like a human. Okay, now here we are on a website called Mixamo. You might have heard of it, you might have not. I have a link in the description for it. And what you need to do is, this is a good website to just get some characters that you want to use. Good humanoid characters anyways. Okay, I'm going to use this random SWAT guy, okay? Oh, you just want to download it. Just want T-pose probably as an FBX. I will just download it. Now, you can get any skeletal mesh anywhere you like. So you can get like a Fortnite model from Fortnite porting or anywhere online. Just make sure it's like a humanoid with 5 fingers. And it should work well with retargeting to a guard. Now, there's import.fbx by pressing import. Just all this is fine. Just make sure the skeleton and or whatever, make sure the skeleton is just set to none and then import it. Now here we are, all of our textures now in the game. And then close this. Close this again. And we should now have our SWAT guy. Okay, we have this guy in the game. Just to let you know, textures are bugged right now on custom meshes for some reason, because look, the textures are on it, but it's not working. So if you have your textures on, it should hopefully, like in all these, he should have a texture. For some unknown reason, it's not working. Classic UEFN, am I right? But anyways, I'm just going to show you how to retarget this guy onto a Fortnite mesh right now. So in the content drawer, we'll make a new folder. Right click here. In animation, you want to go down to retargeting, and you're going to need two things, an IK retargeter and two IK rigs. So we're going to call this SWAT guy. This is our retargeter, and then we're going to need a IK rig for SWAT guy again. We're going to need another IK rig for mannequin or whatever, mannequin IK rig. I might have spelled mannequin wrong, who cares. So if you go into our SWAT guy rig, in here, I didn't look at anything, alright, it's fine. Just go into preview skeletal mesh and grab our SWAT guy. Now our SWAT guy is inside of here. Then what you want to do is go into your Fort mannequin rig, and then you want to add in an FN mannequin to that rig. So now we have an FN mannequin in this one. So now we have two IK rigs with two different guys in it. Now what we need to do is we need to go up to this little option up here called auto create retarget chains and auto create IK. Just click this once. It'll do a bunch of stuff, and then click this and do another stuff. And now we have our IK rigs automatically built. And then our Fortnite mannequin is over here. We want to do auto create retarget chains and then also auto create IK like before. And now we have same thing for our Fortnite character. Then go into your IK retargeter, go into source. You want to put our Fort mannequin rig in there. And then for our target, you want to put in our SWAT guy. And now as you can see, he is retargeted. Now you could probably notice he's not perfect, all right? He's a bit off the he's not fully perfect, all right? So to fix that, what you want to do is you want to run a retarget, and as you can see, he's gonna go like this, go into this pose, and then what you can do is if you click on anything, you can actually move him around. So as you can see, he's not perfect on the Fortnite character. So if we rotate his limbs, we can get him to roughly the same position as the Fortnite guy. So we just move his arms down. He's a bit too big. So if you go into target mesh scale, just put him down a little bit. So he's more like the Fortnite character size. So now he's like more aligned with Fortnite guy. Now what we can do is retarget him. I'm gonna be a bit bigger actually. And then what we can do is we can grab his shoulders, press this little button up here, or press E and rotate. And with this, we can try to get him roughly where we want him to be. Okay, this should be decent. Again, you can make it as perfect as you like. For this tutorial, I'm not gonna do like completely like correct, but you know how it is. Okay, now back in here with our IK rig all retargeted and everything, you want to make a new NPC device or whatever. Then what you want to do is in details, in here, make a new character definition. This is our new soldier guy. Go into our soldier, make it type guard. Then cosmetic. This is important. This is how you change the look. All right, instead of Fortnite character, you want it to be custom character. You want to make a character blueprint by pressing this little button, and now we'll just call this soldier actor. I'll put that into here. Once it's made, you'll go inside of it, and then what you need to do is click on this little add button, add a skeletal mesh, and then in skeletal mesh asset, add in our soldier or SWAT or whatever. I forgot, it's actually a SWAT guy, isn't it? Not a soldier, but who cares? Then what we need to do is go back into our character definition. You want to retarget Fortnite character, and you want to use the IK retargeter we just made, which is this. And if you save this, we might just give this guy a gun. No, that'll do, I guess. And then we'll make him on team. We'll make him neutral, and then that should do it. So if we just save, remember all the settings, you can change them all if you like, but for now I'm just gonna do default. And boom, here's our custom NPC. All perfectly rigged up and walking around. He's obviously looking up in the sky. That's a bit stupid. And also there's no texture because, you know, it's bugged. But it works, it works. Now, you can do this with any model you like. Just retarget it up. If you do a better job than me, you can probably get the fingers more accurate. You can also probably, you know, make sure he's not, like, you know, leaning backwards while walking and stuff like that. You know how to do it now. It's pretty cool, right? So now we have custom soldier NPC. So I hope you enjoyed the video. That's about it. There's a few more things like wildlife custom NPC that I actually kind of don't really understand yet. So I might cover that in a different video when I actually know how to do it. This is how you do it with the guards. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Remember to use my code Howtwoboss in the Fortnite item shop. Season 3 just came out, so we'll be able to get the battle pass. When you buy the battle pass, make sure to use code Howtwoboss. Remember to like and subscribe the video, and also watch these videos on your screen right now. These are the best videos I've ever made in my life, so go watch them. Well, I hope you enjoyed the tutorial. I'll see you in the next one.